Hi, so part two of this facial is what you do is you actually, I'll just show you a bit of my professorship dorm, how I have to set it up so that I can maintain sort of the focus when I'm focusing on my discourses and theories and my beauty regime and everything else that just sort of keeps me on track with what I'm supposed to do in my career development. So I've taken a towel, and it's quite a heavy towel. And what you do is you actually put it over your face, over the sink, and I just use like a regular kettle and pour the hot water into the sink. And what I did was I actually created like sort of like a hamper with my face over the sink and have the steam coming and steaming my face. So I don't do this every day. I do this I try and do it maybe at least once a month. And it depends. It could be maybe more than once a month. It depends on what climate zone I'm in, the exposure to the humidity. So there's all these different parameters, and it's different for each skin type. So, for example, when you see these commercials that have all these like different women, but for the same product, that's a no-no. Because you know what, our biology is very different, and I hate that word biology because it was actually created by white men who had this hatred for women. So our human body system is actually very different in each woman. For example, even though we all bleed through our, I hate saying it like that, but we go through our reproduction cycle where we do a release, a liquid release each month. Some women in some parts of the world are actually connected to a lot of different energy sources. So they will have women from a certain community that all have their cycle, and even menstruation has the word MEN in there, men. The cycle, the reproduction menstruation cycle, they will actually have it all at the same time. And I read this actually in a text. It's a feminist text that writes about misogyny in all different kinds of contexts, from medicine to spirituality. And it's actually, I'll show you the text in a sec. So what you do is you actually find out what regime works for you. Do not go by those commercials because they're just out to make money according to a capitalist discourse. And there's nothing wrong with competition. Competition has to be fair. It's just like running a race. Everybody has to follow the rules. The cheaters get canned, and everybody else are up to whatever place they come in, the prizes and whatever. So I have this towel, and what I do after is I use something called black soap. And it looks something like this, right? And it's actually in a coconut shell, right? And the way that I have things set up is I have like two little tiny manatees. So that's a heterosexual couple. So the bigger one is the male, and the little teeny one is the female. I have a nice spiritual candle, and I've got my, that's my lotion. It's actually almond oil mixed with peppermint and lavender. And this is what the sink looks like. So this is actually, you pour the water in here, and then you use a towel, wrap it over your face, and then what you do is you do your own beauty regime. And it's a very good form of meditation. You could call it like a steam meditation or a liquid meditation. And if you are a professional in training, like we're all professionals, we're all experts, and you need some downtime, this is also something that, for example, practitioners should be asking, like medical practitioners, and we're medical practitioners as well, but you know, these stupid biomedical practitioners, if you're experiencing stress, or you notice that something's different in your life, you do not take pharmaceuticals. What you do is you go and you talk to these people, and then you say, you know what exactly are they writing down? Are they asking you questions like this? What is your regime at home? How are things at home? What exactly are you doing right now in your life? And that's what the scripts should look like. So this is a black beauty regime, and for me, and I developed this, and I've had a lot of people actually ask me, what the heck do you do? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to write a text, and I'm going to call it Black Medicine. Maybe also write the Black feminist methodology into it. Well, not maybe, but it's written into everything that I do and how I live my life. And I'm going to write a text, so I'll be working on a text as well. And I get a lot of unnecessary distractions because I'm actually profiled very heavily in Ontario, but the more they profile me, it's another $1 million lawsuit, and it's multi-million. And you know what? This is how these people think. They fuck up. They try and fuck up your head, but what they don't do is they don't actually draw upon their own discourses. And some of them don't even apply for jobs that they get into. They just get these jobs handed to them. So there's a lot of issues, and then there's some good people, some very, very good people. So that's a bit about my beauty regime. You have to think about all these things. Design your place, like however, like for example, I'm using green, and green is nature. I use purple because purple, like a purple towel, a towel set, and I look for something that's within my budget. It actually should be eco-chic, everything. So recycled or made from eco standards, so no exploited labor, should be the best quality, and it should be affordable. My budget is a student budget, so I should be able to live eco-chic on a student budget. Why not?